The applause was still ringing when I realized the only empty seats in the auditorium were the ones reserved for my family. Front row, 5 chairs, all abandoned like a crime scene. My diploma felt heavier than it should have, not in achievement evidence. Then, as I stepped off the stage, my phone buzzed so violently it nearly jumped out of my hand. 45 missed calls, all from my husband, and a single message glowing like a threat. We need to talk urgently. That was the moment I knew something had already broken quietly, deliberately, and I was now standing in the fallout. I didn't call him back. I just walked the length of the empty hallway, heels echoing like a countdown. Every step sharpened the silence. People passed me with flowers, hugs, photos, memories being made. I walked alone, but I wasn't surprised. Not really. My brother had planned a barbecue that same afternoon. He announced it 2 days before my graduation, loud enough for it to sound accidental. My family's reactions were too quick, too eager. My husband smiled, too tight. I noticed everything. So when my phone lit up again, call 46, I let it ring until it died in my hand. Something was off, and I wanted to hear the truth without the tremor of his voice contaminating it. I used to believe loyalty came naturally to people who promised to love you. My husband, Daniel, taught me otherwise. He used to say he admired my ambition. Late night, studying missed dinners, the grind of earning a degree at 40. But admiration slowly turned into irritation. I felt it in the way he sighed when I opened my laptop, in the way he said, "You're doing too much." My kids mirrored him. Distance trickles down generations faster than traits. And my brother, he'd always treated me like a guest of my own. Family, a backup act to a spotlight. Still, I thought they'd come just this once. But betrayal rarely announces itself. It builds quietly like rust. I reached the parking lot before I finally opened my husband's text thread. There were photos. My family gathered around. My brother's pool, laughing, eating, toasting. My husband had his arm around my brother's wife, a hand on her waist. He didn't think anyone would see, but I saw. I zoomed in finger by finger, betrayal by betrayal, message after message from him, apologize without saying what for. Then I found the video. My kids cannonballing into the pool as my sister-in-law shouted, "Smile, moms, not here. She won't ruin the fun." My children laughed. That was the moment my hurt crystallized into something colder, sharper, a plan. Revenge, I learned, is not rage, it's architecture. I spent months preparing for graduation, academically, but I'd spent years preparing for this silently. Every lie Daniel told, every unexplained withdrawal from our joint account, every late night message he claimed was work, I documented. Every slight my brother made, every moment my family dismissed. Me, minimized me, erased me. They thought I was too busy studying to notice. They thought silence meant blindness. It meant calculation. I contacted a lawyer 2 hours after leaving campus, not out of impulse, out of readiness. The financial files I'd quietly backed up were enough. The video of Daniel touching my sister-in-law made the case airtight. Then came the will, my mother's. I had power of attorney. My brother didn't know that. He also didn't. No debts could be recalled if mismanaged. I didn't need to strike loudly, just precisely one signature at a time. I finally answered Daniel's call. At midnight, my voice was calm, purposefully. "Where are you?" he asked, breathless. In control, I said, "I heard him swallow. We need to talk." There was a misunderstanding today. No, there was a revelation. I told him what papers had already been filed, what accounts were frozen, what evidence was being processed, what my lawyer would deliver to his office at dawn. He stuttered, grasping for a lifeline that didn't exist. Then I ended the call with the same words he once told me during a fight. "You made your choices. I'm just acknowledging them." I blocked him. My brother called next, then my mother, then everyone who once claimed to love me. I let them all scream into the void. By morning, the chain reaction had already begun. My husband's affair exposed. My brother's mishandling of my mother's finances exposed. My sister-in-law's smug cruelty exposed. All with my name nowhere visible. I walked into my kitchen alone, but lighter, freer. Graduation wasn't the ending. It was the initiation. They took my celebration, but I took back my life. And now when people ask how I stayed so calm through everything, I tell them the truth. Power isn't loud. It's the silence right before the world learns what you're capable of. And that's the last lesson my family ever taught me